Channel 2's David Goldstein reports now many of them wanted to help this man through his hours of sorrow.
It's a ceremony centuries old, but one that still holds the test of time in the Hasidic community. The Parade of the Coffin. Thousands of mourners lined the streets of Crown Heights to pay their last respects to 86-year-old חי'ה Sneerson. She was the wife of Rabbi Menachem Sneerson, the leader of the 2 million-member Lubavitch sect of the Hasidic Jews.
The significance of the walking is perhaps, to an extent, a way that each one can express a very personal expression of grief and mourning, where they can partake in carrying the coffin to its final resting place.
The plan started early outside the Lubavitch headquarters. Just hours after her death, sanitation workers were cleaning up the streets for the funeral. Police officers were setting up barricades.
Get on the sidewalk! Get on the sidewalk!
The march was only 3 blocks, but the crush of the estimated 10,000 mourners was enormous. The crowd, dressed in the traditional black coats and hats, stretched for nearly a half-mile to keep up with the procession. Thousands marched behind as other men watched from fire escapes, signposts, and rooftops. In keeping with the Jewish religion, women were separated, staying on the other side of the street. To this community, the death is almost like the passing of royalty. Mrs. Sneerson was a daughter of a former leader of the sect, and people came from as far away as possible on such short notice. But not all were here out of sorrow. Some came to thank the rabbi and his wife for bringing them back to the roots of the Jewish culture.
And there's many of us here today, including myself, that were one time without beards from all over the United States and from all over the world. And the Rebbe Shlita has helped thousands of us come back to our religion.
Mrs. Sneerson's passing means a turning of the page in the Lubavitch sect. Tradition will always live on. In Brooklyn, David Goldstein, Channel 2 News.
Tonight, police say they still have...
Police estimate that a crowd of between 8,000 and 10,000 filled the streets of Crown Heights today in honor of the wife of the leader of the worldwide Lubavitch movement. Rabbi Menachem Sneerson walked behind the casket of his wife חי'ה, who died suddenly last night. It is estimated the Lubavitch sect has about 100,000 members in the United States, about 2 million worldwide. The thousands lined the streets and crowded to see the rabbi and the funeral procession of a woman of great importance in this community.
She's been married to our illustrious Rabbi Sneerson for 59 years and has carried the ball together with him, just as I would say the matriarch Sarah carried it with the patriarch Abraham in his day.
It's not only that it's sad to the family, it's sad to the entire community, because we look towards her as a surrogate mother, a woman that has represented all of the Jewish community.
The casket was carried from the Sneerson home on President Street to the Lubavitch Center on Eastern Parkway, then taken for burial in Queens. There are a number of feelings in this emotional crowd here today. First of all, they mark the passing of an extraordinary woman, someone who was virtually royalty in the Lubavitch movement. There is also the enormous feeling and respect for her husband. As one of the leaders said, his sorrow is our sorrow. On Eastern Parkway, Doug Johnson, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
הקלטה של RCC.
Ladies and gentlemen, please listen, and you must follow these instructions. No pushing. No pushing whatsoever. You must go in the orderly fashion and listen to everybody must be. Everyone wants to be, would like to be close to a person, but that is not the point. Everyone wants to listen. This is the only way that there is no Neshmet, Kdushet, and no Chilul Hashem, only Kiddush Hashem. At such a moment especially, everyone has to do their utmost to listen, which is the key word, to listen and to follow the instructions.
Weiber sind gegangen durch Eastern Parkway und die Männer sind gegangen auf Kingston Avenue.